Did you know in Australia it is illegal and has been since 2004 to get married if you are a same-sex couple? So we are going to be sent out a yes or no postal vote. You open the letter, you tick yes or no, and then you send it back. The reason people didn't quite like this idea, it is not compulsory to vote. You do not have to vote, you don't get a fine if you don't vote. Plebiscite, what is a plebiscite? Plebiscite is the same as any other election. It's compulsory for everybody to vote. Therefore you get everybody's vote, for it is an authentic gauge of what people want in Australia. I guess the reason why the government chose to have a postal vote is because they feel that the churches and the religious people would be able to mobilize more people to reply to their postal votes than the LGBT community. It's not exactly in the fair spirit of the game, is it, right? It's not compulsory, so therefore it's not exactly a fair gauge of what society feels.
Trying to find me a girl to put her hands in the holes of my sweater, and truth be told, I just pray that this moment lasts me forever.
It was legal to get married in Australia before 2004. You see, there was a loophole in the legal system state. There needed to be a man and a woman. In America, that was the loophole that was exploited for the LGBT community to start to get married. Just before 2004, there was a boom in gay marriages, same-sex marriages, throughout America. Our Prime Minister at the time, John Howard, he went straight into our laws and he changed it. If you were to get married, it has to be between a man and a woman. So that put a stop to gay marriage in Australia.
I got the Dirks, burying rappers, what I mean when I say take them to church. And I'm all influential, cause I'm somewhat anti-governmental. When I feel like all I need is God, I don't really give a fuck if I offend you. I don't really think you know what I've been through, but it's something I'd rather not get into, cause I can't put my life inside a pen.
Now I'm not saying just because the rest of the world does something, we should follow suit. As a country that prides ourselves on being an equal, fair society, USA, Canada, UK, even our closest neighbours, New Zealand, have legalised gay marriage. It does make us look a little bit bad on the international stage. We do have a bit of competitiveness against New Zealand, and for them to have it before us, same-sex marriage, it does seem like they've beaten us again, like they beat us in a lot of sports recently.
Here on earth, please hear my verse, cause yeah, they said it, but I said it first. So in a sense, I gave these niggas birth. That's why my fans in my show screaming, take me to church.
Now there is the people who are against gay marriage. These are usually the religious people. One of their main arguments is and religion, etc. The number two biggest argument is the children of same-sex parents would get bullied at school. When I heard this, I thought, funniest of all the argument, if your kid's a prick, you're a prick. Teach your kids some manners. If they're not used to it now, guaranteed soon enough they'll get used to it. So we do have this strong rivalry between Australia and New Zealand. Well, more recently they've beaten us in a lot of sport. Lately they've beaten us to legalising same-sex marriage. I have heard from a lot of my friends in New Zealand that they have had a boost in tourism because of same-sex marriage. It boosts their economy. Even the smallest bit, every cent counts, right? And I feel if the rest of the world had a choice between travelling to Australia to get married or travelling to New Zealand, I think we would beat them. We're a far more popular travel destination. It might help our economy a little bit by legalising same-sex marriage. That's just my opinion.
Take them to church. Oh man, I'm back with more bars. Yo, girlfriend on my scorecard. Opportunity knocks well. Someone please tell me where the doors are before I trample.
But with all that said, there is a bit of apathy. There are a lot of people that don't really care. I've spoken to some gay people on the street here and they seem a bit apathetic about the whole thing. They might struggle to mobilise the yes vote this time. That's just my opinion. I just thought I'd update you guys about what's happening in Australia this week. We're done here. Don't let fear stop ya.
From here on earth, please hear my verse, cause yeah, they said it, but I said it first. So in a sense, I gave these niggas birth. That's why my fans in my show screaming, take me to hentai.